Elevated Talk since then. You got your boy Standout in the building.
Your boy A to the J.
And Marina.
Marina came back to hang out with us. You know, we had a couple more people, but you know how that goes, AJ.
Back for the first time.
Yeah,
never left.
Hey, so let me ask you real quick. Like, do it be cool with us? Do we bite?
No.
Not
that I know of.
What you mean?
This is my only second time here. So.
Okay, just making sure, you know. I
yeah.
just wanted to make sure, you know, because sometimes people get a little nervous, you know what I'm saying? So, what's up, AJ? How's your life going?
My life is going great. Your boy been busy like crazy, you know what I'm saying? Making my thing work. I actually made it social media, so that's a surprise.
I seen.
Yeah, I don't know how to work it, y'all, so y'all ain't gonna get it yet, but I made one.
So like you never had a social media?
I don't do social media.
That's
crazy.
He might have had a Finsta, but not an actual social media.
Okay.
I had a burner account. I was running KD's burner account. That's what it was back in the day.
What's going on with you, Marina?
I've just been doing nothing, actually.
You've been doing nothing?
Nothing.
Like,
I've been exhausted.
What have you been
I've been
exhausted
at home
from?
just exhausted, just trying to, be a mom. So
all right. Kudos to moms. Like,
if you do nothing, how you exhausted?
I guess
I don't know, but
I guess
that's why I'm doing nothing.
Being a
I'm
mom
exhausted.
is exhausting. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah. Yeah. But we'll see maybe in the next 4 weeks.
And what's going on in the next 4 weeks? You about to get married or something?
Well, I have my birthday, so
When's your birthday?
June 12th. It was Wednesday.
Oh, happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
Why didn't we know that?
Right, you can do something.
If you're on my social media, you would know.
I'm on your social media, but I didn't see shit.
Yeah.
Nor did you tell me. We would have.
Well, you have to look. You have to read.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I barely view people's shit. Like, I view your shit. Don't get me wrong, but I didn't see. So happy belated birthday!
Thank
you just lied right to your face.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
You
okay.
just lied right to your face.
No, but like I'm not actively
I'm
on.
old, so it doesn't even matter.
I'm not actively on social media, but we got something for you. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
we got something for you.
Speaking of, we surprising you right now. I got something.
Don't do that.
I got something for you. Don't even worry about it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So let's get straight into some of this shit. Everybody been asking me on social medias. I like to give the fans what they want. You know how we do. That's why we're number one in Vegas. You can check the stats if you want to.
People pleasing.
I try. Let me see where we at. So other than that, like, life has been good for you guys, or what?
Life's been good.
Okay, I love that.
Under the future voice.
Okay.
Good.
So okay, let's go into this. Like, what are your 5 non-negotiables? Like, just like in relationships, dating, and all that shit.
I'll let you go first. Go ahead, take it away.
No, I'll let you go first.
Come on now.
I have to 5 non-negotiables. Okay, I'll go first then. When it comes to dating, so being that I'm back on the scene, like, are you talking about like traits in a person or
just your 5 non-negotiables?
Okay. He has to be.
We'll get to traits next, so let's just say like the things that's.
Well, I'm just gonna do 5 non-negotiables that I need. He has to be nice and courteous. Like, he can't be disrespectful. He has to learn how to talk to people. 2, I think he would have to be handsome, of course.
Can't be ugly.
He could be like a 2, 3.
A 2 or 3.
That's crazy.
That's not.
That is. Hey, it's whatever you think is handsome.
So from a 2 or 3 out of 10.
Yes, like I'm not too like keen on looks, but I will accept like.
I want to see some of your exes.
Yeah, that's a 2 or 3. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah.
I'm gonna clip this up, right?
Why? It's the truth.
Okay,
I don't,
that's your truth.
As you get older, looks like they are bottom, on your list.
Okay.
But
if you're fugly, you got a shot. You got a shot if you're fugly.
But I do want someone handsome though, like maybe a 5.
So average.
Average, yeah.
Okay.
They have to be funny. Like, I don't like boring people. I'm boring, I think. I don't know. But
I don't get bored from you, but I don't get like all the way attention seeker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not an attention seeker, but I do like to have fun. I'm adventurous. So he would have to be the same way. I don't like a man who just stays home and doesn't want to go out anywhere.
Okay.
4, I would think he would. Well, he has to have a job and make money.
What kind of job?
Any kind of job. I don't care.
Okay.
As long as he is up and working, like that's all that matters to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And the last one, he would have to be tall.
Like what is tall for you?
Like I prefer like 6'4" and over.
But
that's pretty tall.
But I'm 5'2", so I'd
so
go about
6 foot is tall to you.
Yeah.
I do the shortest I'll do is probably like 5'9".
That's a big swing.
Yeah.
I'm 5'2". Like it's still tall, but it's not tall.
So what's the tallest did you date? Sorry, AJ.
That I've dated was 6'8".
God damn, motherfucker.
That's taller than me.
Yeah, he was tall.
Motherfucker just walking in the door dunking and shit.
Yeah, he was tall, and people would look and stare.
I'm 6'3". I gotta look up to that nigga like, what's up, play? I'll still dunk on your ass, though. I'll still dunk on you.
Yeah, he was tall and skinny, so...
He's perfect.
Yeah.
I had a joke, but go ahead, AJ. Like, you had something to say.
No, I was gonna say most of you girls that's 5'2" want a tall dude, but y'all be like looking at us like, oh, you must be 7 feet. Y'all can't even gauge it.
Yeah.
Y'all looking up so
I don't
high.
know. Like when I saw you guys looked really tall to me. Like you said, how tall are you?
I'm 6'3". He's like 6'5".
Yeah. See, okay, you were really tall.
Yeah.
I thought you were tall too, but then you said 6'3", so I'm like, oh. Okay, it must have been like my eyes or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty tall. I'm just not 6'8"
but you're not
tall.
that tall.
Yeah. I'm above average.
Yeah.
Okay.
6'8", that's too big, honestly. Like imagine, even if a girl was 6'5", 6'8" is huge. That's the size of a doorway.
It was a little awkward when we would be out.
Yeah.
Yeah. We would get stares all the time.
Oh, yeah,
He at least play basketball?
No.
Oh my god. So he wasn't athletic?
He wasn't athletic.
Oh
he was
my God.
like
What was he, a gamer?
yeah.
That'd be the worst.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh, interesting.
What's yours?
Oh, I didn't even think about it, honestly. I was listening to yours. I want to be single for the rest of my life, so I don't really got 5. But if it was 5, I would say you can't be a bum. So you got to have doing something with your life. You know what I'm saying? Have passion, do something. I would say you got to be outgoing because I don't want no boring person just like you. Mm-hmm. Honestly, you have to have your head on your shoulders. You can't be head in the clouds thinking about some negativity all the time. That's 3. These last 2 about to be hard. Honestly, I don't even think about this because I don't want to be in a relationship. I don't. Yeah, I don't even think about this. What's the other 2 would be? What would the other 2 be? That's pretty much it for me. Just be outgoing.
So like at the clubs?
Huh?
At the clubs?
No. Just be like, have your personality. Like have your outgoing personality.
Okay.
That way you're not just like, I've been with somebody that's just, they're just clammed up all the time. They look like they was never having fun, you know?
Yeah.
I don't have to be like, have fun doing anything, you know? Like we just walking down the street, just making fun. Taking out the trash, just making fun. You know what I mean? That's what I want.
Okay.
I can't mean,
that's not...
Yeah.
That's not bad at all. You know, nothing what you guys said was bad. Yeah. You know, I'm just answering questions for the fans. You know,
you didn't answer the question.
Oh,
yeah.
For me, it's very simple. All you have to do is, like you said, not be a bum. I'm not talking about like you got to have this career. I could give a fuck less about your career, but you know, be able to have some type of passion where it kind of leads to like monetary. I don't want you to just be like. Just be there, you know what I'm saying? Because like eventually you'll get jealous of the shit that I got going on, or you'll kind of envy me or whatever. You know, so have faith in something. You know, we don't have to have faith in the same things, but you should have like a moral ground, like where you stand. You know, 3, I would say like have an open mind. You know what I'm saying? So. Everybody know me about this at this point. If you haven't watched the show, if your head is in the fucking rocks and shit, you know, like having an open mind outside of like sexually, like just like be able to take the let me take the lead, and you have an open mind to follow and trust in what I'm going to do. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna be a fucking vibe. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be cool. I'm not gonna never lead you to a straight. I promise. 4 would be always want to never get comfortable. Always want to continue building on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like if you get comfortable, then that's when a lot of shit stops. And like
so comfortable with what? I'm sorry.
As a woman, you should never be comfortable with yourself. You should never be comfortable with me. You should always think that like, okay, I know if my game ain't here or if my shit ain't here, then I could easily replaced. Not saying that you are, but saying that like I have confidence in myself, and I'm going to keep on just being the best version of me. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like I'm not telling you that you got to go get all these enhancements and shit like that. You got to have this, and that, whatever. But you should have that confidence in yourself, and then you should have that fucking shit where like I want to make sure that since my man is elevating, since my man is always learning, I want to keep on learning him. I want to continue to date him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And number 5 would just be like shit. Just have peace in life. Like everything shouldn't be negative. You know, like I don't like that negativity shit. If you're a negative person, I can't do it. So I'm gonna chuck the deuces. You know what I'm saying? And that's about it. It's pretty simple. You know, I don't care about what kind of money you make. Most girls think that they got to be a lawyer to fuck with us, or be a doctor, or be this, or be that. And what for? Like I don't keep tabs of your fucking money.
That's a bit much.
No, but like you know, they'll be like, "Oh, I'm successful." Like you heard them. Like they'll always come on and be like, "Yeah, I'm successful. I do my own thing. I'm independent. We'll do it."
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck?
But that's mostly because you want like a power over somebody, or you know, you want somebody to look up at you and say, "Oh, she has all this going on. You know, I want to be with her."
Look, if she's open minded, fucking, and got good energy. I could give a fuck less about the rest. Right. Like, you know, you should, to a degree, you should try to have your own shit, because like I don't want her to ever feel like, oh, she has to rely on me. But at the same time, she should be able to be like, okay, well, I could just be in my feminine at all times. I could just work on my passions, because you know, once you work on your passions, it turns into fucking hobbies and monetary and shit like that. So all that shit, if you work on that, all that shit, if you're doing what you like, all that shit turns into monetary shit. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
I like that. That's a good one. I didn't think about that.
Yeah. And if you ain't grounded.
I like that. Yeah. I didn't think about that. That shows how much I think about being in a relationship.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what are, what's the worst thing a woman can do what are the worst things for a woman in a relationship?
Like, what do you mean worst things for a woman?
These are just questions I got. So,
like, for me, that I can do? What would be the
worst thing that's like, that'd just end the relationship for you?
That would end the relationship?
Because don't say cheating. Don't say the easy answer, because
I mean, cheating is like the main thing.
But most of the time, you guys go back to guys that cheat.
That's true.
So that's not. I mean, let's be honest. Like girls, they say that because it sounds good, or women, they say it because it sounds good. But if they really, really love that dude, like 9 times out of 10, she'll get back with him.
But I think these days, like women are not following for that anymore. Like they're not taking men back anymore. If you say, like, I don't want a man who cheats, they're going to stick with that. Like, I mean, that's just the women I've seen. But back in my past, like, yeah, I've taken a man back like thousands of times. But now, today, like, after that relationship, I'm not taking any man back. If you cheat on me, or if I see something that I don't like, it's done for. Like, there's, like, plenty of men out here.
Okay.
But... yeah, cheating is the main thing.
What if he's the man that you want? Like, he checks off all that shit that you just said.
Man of your dreams.
I don't care. Okay. I'd rather be single for the rest of my life, too. Like,
there's nothing wrong with that. Like I was just asking. You know?
I think another thing, aside from cheating, would be maybe, like, if the sex isn't, like, you know, there. Like, am I allowed to talk about that? Like,
you can talk about anything you want.
Yeah, if it's not, like... if I'm not getting it, like, we might just have to end the relationship.
So you're not getting it at all? Or you're just not getting off?
Like, having sex...
regularly?
Yes, regularly, like, consistent.
Like, a girlfriend.
Have you ever had a relationship like that, though?
I've never.
I know a lot of women that has. They've been, like, sexless relationships and shit. Really? Yeah. Yeah. You would think it'd be the other way around, you know? But...
no, I'm not doing that.
I know a couple that... yeah. All right.
Yeah, we ain't doing that. We in it to win it. We body rocking, knocking the boots.
Yeah,
yeah, definitely not doing that. I will end the relationship.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that a healthy relationship. I think that both ends of the relationship, they should be doing it. They should be trying to stimulate each other. I say like that.
Yeah.
You know, because like like I told you guys before on the last podcast, like, I've been side dude, boyfriend number 2 a couple times in my life. And that would be the number one problem is either they wasn't paying attention to them or like they wasn't getting it like that. And like, he just got pretty much comfortable.
Yeah.
He'd rather be on the game than fucking, playing the game, if you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
or he might be getting it from somewhere else.
Yeah, or a lot of times that's what happens. He might be getting it from somewhere else, so he's not doing her or whatever, and then she's trying to hold it down, and then she reaches her breaking point or whatever the case may be, or everything sounds good to her because he's doing him and whatever. So I know a woman that she her dude didn't have sex for like 3 years. I didn't do nothing with her per se, but
no.
Yeah, they didn't they wasn't rocking for like. She's like, I just I'm loyal to him. I invested in dildos and shit.
3 years.
I'm like, that is nuts.
So it wasn't like for religious purposes.
Nah, like after what I think is that like he'll be getting shit from somewhere else, but like he didn't want to like double dip. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't want to get it from over there and get it here, and so like they became so comfortable with each other. They had like 2 kids, I think, or a kid or something like that.
Yeah,
and I think personally, like he just really cared about like his game and shit, and then like he'll do weird shit that. Like when she'll be at work, like he'll leave like middle of the night type shit, whatever, and I'm like. That's kind of weird, but maybe he's fucking somebody else. But
obviously,
but see, I never throw salt on another man's game, so I was like, I never told her that, but I'm like,
well, obviously he was, and she knew.
Oh, I'd have been bad friend. I'd been like, listen, sis, I gotta sit you down. I gotta tell you something. I heard 3 sentences out your mouth, and I already know what's going on.
Yeah, I be knowing what be going on. Like I'll listen. I'm a good listener.
You don't have to like throw salt on his, on another man, but you could like tell the girl like, hey, as a man, this is what we do.
Nah,
I don't know, dude. I'm just gonna put it out there.
Okay, so if I don't know, dude, or if I'm not cool with him, I'll probably take his girl or something, but not this guy per se. But like, you know what I'm saying. But like, as far as like throwing salt on him, like for example, I'll give you an example. Like you could come to me and be like, yeah, my dude, woo, blah blah, yada yada, and I'm never gonna say nothing bad about him. Like, damn, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But like, I'm never gonna say, oh, if he don't do you right, nah, fuck that.
So you're just not gonna get involved, basically.
Depending on the person, I get involved, but like I'm not gonna put salt on his name. I'm just let my actions do the work and shit. Yeah.
Okay.
He'll get involved in his own way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean but that's just me, you know what I'm saying? But I have a rule, I'm never gonna throw salt on another man's game. I just say, If we both know that this nigga doing something, I'm like, I mean, I can't say, but that's what you think.
Yeah.
So would you ever, at your age now, like would you ever be a side number 2 again?
If I'm completely single and I just
like from today going forward, like side number 2.
That's a good question.
It depends on the girl. I wouldn't be
oh
as
my God,
easy.
so you still would be.
It wouldn't be as easy, but like I'm not looking for at this time in my life. I'm not looking for somebody like just to fuck around with, like, because I don't have to be number 2. It's like girls nowadays they're not hiding it no more. They're like, we could be friends with benefits, whatever, blah blah, But I don't know. It depends on the situation. I don't know because I don't think I live like life that curious anymore to the point where I want to just be fucking looking over my shoulder and shit. Because like when you side dude number 2, if you're a good side dude, you got to learn the dude more than you learn her.
That's crazy.
So you need to learn him. You need to learn his tendencies. You need to learn.
Why do you need to learn his tendencies?
Because of his work schedule.
No, his work schedule. No, when like I used to. We wanted to end up being in a relationship, but I was a side dude with this one girl. She was kind of married. She was married, going through a separation, but they were still married. You know what I'm saying? And she like I learned past shit about this dude. I learned like he gave a girl a miscarriage. Like he got another girl pregnant. She wanted to have a miscarriage. I didn't tell the girl nothing. I learned what his work schedule, what time he come out, what elevator he come out. I learned all that shit.
You said what elevator he come out?
Yep.
That's crazy.
I learned that he was working at Mr. Child's and shit, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, what time you get off and what days he work and what days that he like to stay out a little bit.
How did you learn
late.
that? Because she told you?
No, she didn't tell me none of this shit.
So how did you know?
You know, I just do my due diligence. That's crazy. I had to learn because I got to learn how much time I got. So I don't even, like, that trained me not to never park into a stall. Most of the time I back in. Like, if I'm going out most of the time. You know, look, I'm showing you the messages.
It was that bad?
This
you had to reverse into a parking lot?
You said the messages from years ago.
This is from years ago. This is from, obviously, like 7-8 years ago. But
that's crazy.
Yeah. All
Have
that.
you ever been inside?
I can't answer that without my lawyer being present.
Oh, my God. So, yeah. That's a yes.
I've been inside, dude. I ain't gonna lie. I don't think I'll do it anymore. Only because I don't even want to be.
Am I supposed to read this out loud?
No.
Oh, okay.
Just reading to yourself.
Yeah.
Read it out loud. Start,
okay.
Start at the very beginning.
We can read out.
Okay. I'm not going to say that word.
I wouldn't read it out loud if I was you.
Oh, okay.
Don't traumatize yourself.
Let me remind you that these hands work at that time, especially. But the only reason why I didn't go chin check him is because like it was kids involved.
Yeah.
So she had kids and stuff like that, and you know I wanted to be in cool with her kids. So how it look for me being their daddy ass and shit, because you gonna know once I beat daddy ass. You know what I'm saying? But you know, me and him ran into each other. We didn't have no problems because like he knew us up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know how this dude is.
Yeah.
So you know the person?
No, I'm talking about this dude right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've been on enough podcasts. I mean, you know the last podcast we did, all them stories that came out.
Yeah.
That's an everyday thing for this man.
I mean,
That's wild.
Life is good. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I don't do that shit no more. I try not to, you know?
Yeah.
Well, like, I mean, especially now I don't, but like.
It's not worth it.
Nah.
Yeah.
But I mean.
And they're probably still together.
No. He's a whole another girl. She's
really?
Yeah.
That fast? Because that message was recent.
Nah, this is a couple years ago. Yeah.
No, I saw the date.
This is like, it's like a couple months ago from like 8 years ago. Jeez. 9 years ago.
So he's still pressed about something that happened 8 years ago.
I don't know. He don't like me, but like she's with a whole different dude and she went gay for a little bit, whatever the case may be. And
that's sad.
Yeah.
God bless him. We're going to throw some prayers up for them, for the couple. Hopefully they get through it.
But it's been, I had a dude recently call me. I saw you the message on there. Like she hit me up. She's like, she was like, hey, I need you to call me. Such and such found out about us. And I'm like, this happened 2014 to 2015.
Wait, found out about us.
And so I hit her. I'm like, yo, what up? And she was like, yo, such and such found out about us. And I'm like, okay, who gives a fuck? That's like almost 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? She hit me up at the end of last year. So it was like 8 years ago. And I'm like, okay, who gives a fuck? Like, why the fuck do I care? You know what I'm saying? And she's like, so then he jumps on the phone. Yeah, you, and I'm like, nigga, who cares? Like, that's what I told him. I said, are you mad because I fucked her at the drive-in and she didn't want to stop? And you've seen the messages after like 8 years and how she was hitting me up talking about how she missed me and all that shit.
So you're a professional.
Lord have mercy.
Like he's like, nah, you a pussy, woo woo. I'm like, nigga, we was never cool. Like you was slacking on your game. I sent her back to you. Don't get it fucked up.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't want nothing to do with her because I was moving on in my life with stuff.
If you met a woman right now and she's in a relationship and she told you that, would you still pursue her, or you would want to be side number 2?
I mean, no.
No what?
I wouldn't pursue her unless like I gotta really, really, really like her. But at this point in time in my life, like. You know, I'm trying to keep things more peaceful.
So if she tells you she's in a relationship, you would back off?
I'm going to keep shit cool regardless. You know what I'm saying?
So you'll still talk to her?
Maybe as a friend, but not like try to get at her.
Okay. And that's how it leads to being side number 2 when you know. I
have a lot of female friends, but I'm not actively trying to get at them. No.
I understand. Why? But if you're talking to somebody and she tells you she's in a relationship.
I'm not flirting with her.
Okay.
So if she gets a whiff to his cocaine 80s and you know what I'm saying, I mean, that'd be on her. But
I'm just trying to make sure, no guys are side number 2s because
at this point in my life,
it just looks bad on them because women these days, like, it's more of a power for them to have a side number 2 and know, like, oh yeah, that's just my little boy toy.
No,
I'm just saying.
Now that you mention that, I feel like it's a lot different for guys though, because we can keep that stiff arm strong. You know what I'm saying? If we can see that they flirting, like I got people like wives in my phone that they text me a little bit too friendly, even though we just like work together. You know what I'm saying? I keep that stiff arm strong.
Females?
Yeah, females all the time. They do it all the time.
Yeah,
it's just I have to contact them and do certain things. You know what I'm saying? But they keep pushing the issue, you know what I'm saying? Like they want to have a different conversation than business.
Yeah, and they're trying to like throw hints.
Exactly. So sometimes you got to keep that stiff arm, like almost got to palm them their face like they're a kid and just keep them over there. You know what I mean?
And more guys are doing that now.
Yeah, I do that all the time, like on a daily basis. Like motherfuckers get mad. Oh, I express interest to you. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. They go crazy. Like you haven't even had like the D yet. And you're going crazy like that.
Or I had motherfuckers make up shit. I'm like, yo, man, you fuck. Like, what the fuck? Like, why? You are older than me. Why are you telling people that we're doing this? Like, you know, because it'd be like a competition to them and shit. Like, I got this guy, you know, with us, it'd just be like, yeah, we, you know, what dudes that knows his lane and shit. Like, you know, I ain't about to be like, hey, AJ, I got this girl. You know, right. Nah, man. Like, what I do is between me and her. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't no competition. Especially if you've been doing it now, if you haven't been, you know, living life, then maybe it is a competition.
So, say you meet a woman and there is a competition. Like, there's plenty of men wanting to be with her. Would you pursue that, or if you're comfortable with being sides?
Well, in my mind, every girl has a million dudes kicking down her door. In my head.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
In your head.
Yeah, no, it'd be the truth. Like they inbox probably be a million motherfuckers. Everybody's her play brother or something like that, or her homeboy,
her work cousin.
Yeah, and that nigga like give an opportunity. If you like, yeah, come over, he gonna fuck. So like he gonna want to fuck. So like if you give him an opportunity, he gonna want to do that. So like in my head, like every girl. Even the undesirable girls, they still got somebody in their inbox kicking down their doors and shit like that.
So, are you a competitor or
if I
just
want
a
her,
side?
If I want that woman, then I'm gonna compete. I'll compete, but at the end of the day, it's RIP to the competition. You know what I'm saying? But if I don't really care about her, like okay, go fuck with those guys over there. Like you could come my way, but like I'm not about to like do anything. If you telling me that this guy's doing this or this guy's doing that, or if I see it, or power to the brother. But if I really, really like her, and I haven't really had too many girls that I really, really like for me to, you know, fucking compete. You know what I'm saying? Like it's too many girls in the sea. Like, you know what I'm saying? So if I'm gonna compete, if I'm gonna say RIP to the competition, okay, then you know I'm gonna move all these niggas out the way. Yeah. Point blank. Period. Like you know. And if I don't win, hey, everybody take an L once and twice in their life. You know what I'm saying? You know, I took a couple L's in my life before, but at the end of the day, I came back stronger. You know what I'm saying? Came back on bull.
I'll say this: if it's like, oh, she really like somebody you really want, losing's not an option. We gonna get her. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's not an option.
But sometimes once you get her, the fun is like done. Like you don't even want the relationship anymore.
For me, it don't be fun. Like it'd be like, you know what I'm saying? Because like. To me, it's not fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, the competition is not a thrill to me. You know what I'm saying? I compete every day. So some of these guys that's not competing every day, that's something that's a thrill. You know what I'm saying? You know, but, you know, if I want something, I'm going to go get it without having to take it. You get what I'm saying? So, that's just my mentality. That's my model. And, you know, I'm just going to show what the deal is. But if she's not feeling that, if she don't think that I'm consistent enough, if she don't think that I'm this enough, if she don't think that I'm that enough, and if she want to go over here, I guarantee you, I promise, it's on my life. I guarantee you 6 months down the road, you're going to say, hey, big head.
I hope not.
That's what it always happens that way. They hit you with the hey, big head, or they go liking everything on your fucking social media and shit. That's how you know, oh, yeah, that shit didn't.
Viewing your stories.
Yeah, that shit didn't work out with homeboy, you know what I'm saying? Because all that nigga just wanted to do was fuck. And then guess what? I'm showing you more than just a fuck. If I just want to fuck, I'm gonna let that be known. I just want to fuck.
Yeah.
I was about to say, because most of the time it's like we dudes like us, it's the energy show that you can show. Like, hey, if you really want somebody, I know you got dudes. Like you saying, you got 10 dudes in your DMs right now that hit you up good morning every single morning. Like the energy we show, that we giving off to you is like, hey, my time's valuable. I don't want to be creeping around with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like usually the girl sees that and they start giving you more time and everything like that, and you vice versa.
Yeah. Especially when they see you like falling back and not sending those texts in the morning anymore.
But see, the thing is, if somebody falls back from me, most of the time I don't fall back. why am I about to chase you?
That's the best move. Yeah.
Yeah, like, okay. Go fall back. Go fall into fucking John Cox fucking lap. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
If I really like you, then I'm gonna try to correct the issue. I'm gonna be like, yo, like what's going on? It's just a little off. You know what I'm saying? You falling back, you know, why? You know what I'm saying? Like let's communicate before like I'll be like, okay, cool, I'm gonna leave you alone. You know what I'm saying? Or let's communicate before so I could fix a problem that might be, you know, that might be in place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so if the average person, I'm not about you fall back, you fall back. I don't have time enough in my day to be chasing.
It's actually a favor if you fall back, honestly.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like,
Because if a man chases you like that, like just don't pursue it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the worst relationship you'll ever have in your life.
you telling us if a man chases us like that?
No, she's saying to the fans.
Oh no, yeah.
She's talking to the fans.
I'm
She's
just
talking to the
speaking in
women.
general, yeah. In women particularly. Yeah.
I mean, I'll take advice both ways if you throwing it like that.
Yeah.
Listen, you got to get who you fit in.
Yeah.
No, but
No, you really do though.
yeah, it's 2024. You know what I'm saying? Nobody judging.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't think most women to me is just not that interesting.
Dang, that's crazy.
That's because you've been messing with so many women. Like, I mean, that's what I got from the last, podcast. Like,
I mean, but
The 4 stories.
I mean,
you
like,
Yeah.
okay, most of the time, let's weigh it out. And I hate to make this shit about genders, but let's be honest. Okay, you could throw me some pussy, cool. Kudos to you. Okay, so other than that, what are you really doing that really stands out? You know what I'm saying? Are you doing this and that? You know what I'm saying? I haven't cooked in a long time. I could cook. Don't get the shit fucked up. I'll cook for my woman, but I never had to, because they enjoy doing that shit. So what can you do besides say, oh, I'm independent and I do this for myself, for me, and throw me some pussy. Most women can't get outside the just throwing some pussy. That's not that interesting.
Yeah.
Like,
so how interesting does she have to be? Like, because at the end of the day, we can all do the same things. Like,
look, go ahead, AJ.
we can all cook, we can all clean.
Not all.
Let's
I
hit
don't
the
even
buzzer
care.
right now.
I mean, they got a lot of tutorials online. Like,
I don't care
y'all
about the
still messing
cooking
that
and
up.
cleaning. I'm just saying, like, I clean myself. What do I need you to clean for? You just clean up after yourself. You know what I'm saying? I hope you're a clean woman, but
Okay.
Yeah. I'll say what we were talking about earlier, the vibe has to be right. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you have to have a good time all the time. You know what I mean? Like you said, you can cook, you can clean. Well, most of y'all can't. We can cook, we can clean, we can do everything else in the world. You can clean my car. You can just be the perfect girlfriend ever.
Yeah.
But it's like somebody else can do that too. You know what I mean? Like, for us, like the vibe, the times we spend together, is we always laughing, is we always making memories, we always, doing things, traveling.
What if you have that same vibe with like 5 people?
You don't.
Like,
Trust me, I know I have a vibe with one person right now. I'm about telling myself I have like 5 other people right now, and that vibe just doesn't come with anybody else but that one person. That's why I'm always around that one person. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And she hates me because she knows I got other girls, but it's like I'm always gonna come back home. I'm running streets with my thugs.
Oh my God.
But come back home to you because our vibe is right, is perfect, and she knows that.
And
That's why
let's
she
be
gets so mad at
honest.
me.
that's not right.
and let's be honest. Like a woman hates when you let them know that you have other options, right? But at the same time, if she really like you, she respects it because she's like, okay, well, I know that I'm not the only one, but I had to prove to this man why I should be the only one.
Okay.
Like, if you can't prove, if you just think you could do with me or even this man right here, because I didn't see him. I didn't, like, if you feel that you can do what you did with Chauncey over here, just be all dainty and pretty and shit and throw him some box, that ain't gonna work, sweetheart. I'm telling you right now, it ain't gonna work.
I just feel like I don't need to prove myself to anybody. Like,
That mentality is bad.
I don't know how is it bad because I'm just gonna be me regardless. That's why I feel like I don't need to prove anything to anybody because I'm gonna be me. If either you like it or you don't.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, right? Like, let's say you, right, are not that person. Like, you're just regular degler. Okay, regular degler. I'm gonna view you as regular degler. But if your vibes is that infectious, if you stand out upon these other women, because like I think a lot of women, they think that all we have to do, or all they have to do is just offer sex, have a nice BBL, you know what I'm saying, and whatever, just be cute, you know what I'm saying. Then motherfuckers is flocking. The average guy is flocking because they want to fuck. But then like after you all right, let's be honest. After you get ran through, run your cycle, and then like that energy comes off to other men. Like she'll run through, right? So then the only guys that you're gonna be getting is dudes that want to fuck, or the guys that you probably don't want that you have to settle with. You might get these upper tier niggas, but let's be honest, is he there to like really be there, or is he there just to fuck? Right. That's the question. So a lot of women, they don't understand that. And I'm gonna talk about men next. Don't think I'm just grilling women. No, but a lot of women, they just don't understand that it's more to just being pretty and throwing pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think about it. Everybody got a BBL now. That's more normal than not normal.
But that's not just for any regular man. The BBL is for like elite men. Not for
but if all these
Joe down the street at Jack in the Box.
But if all these elite men hitting, then you just to run through with the BBL.
I want to answer your question real quick. Well, not really answer your question, but you said, why do you got to prove yourself?
Yeah.
I'll put it like this. Men all the time, we have to prove ourselves to women, whether y'all subconsciously or not, whether y'all know it or not. Like you said earlier, you want to do that 6'8". You want to do that? He don't gotta be handsome. He can be 2. He gotta be funny. You say he gotta have a good job. He gotta do X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? He probably has to have a nice car.
But that's his trace. That's him. Like
exactly, because that's how we do subconsciously. We proving ourselves to get a mate with y'all. When most women are like, and I'm not just attacking you, because Taj gets attacked all the time. You come at Taj all the time. So right now, you just being Taj. You just being Taj right now. You just getting the perspective of 2 men. So pretty much what men do, our whole lives pretty much is trying to be the best that we can, to be attractive, to be, you know what I'm saying, get a mate. To be, pretty much prove ourselves to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's why it's like the analogy of men that go on yachts. Those men work their whole life to get those yachts, and then the women, they just come and hop on the yachts. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's like, of a woman that if we know we can get all the women on our yacht because we just work so hard for it, we don't want none of them women. We ain't gonna marry none of the women on them yachts. We just having a good time with them. Yeah. We want somebody that's gonna prove themselves to us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like most women like, I don't need to prove myself. Or it's like, all right,
what do you do to stand out?
Yeah.
What? That's what I'm not getting though. What does she need to do to stand out? Because she should just be her.
Everything we said earlier.
Yeah.
As in like
being her.
I think like a woman to stand out would have to be like more nurturing, more loving.
There you go. You know? There you go. You just answered your own question.
You know.
Okay.
So you already know.
Any woman could do that.
No. Because like I said, they said, what did I do? Why do I got to prove myself? I got to prove myself to nobody. I'm a boss, bitch. I'm independent. I'm this, I'm that, right? Right, I take care of me and my kids. Well, that's great. You're doing your job, right? But okay. I tell women all this all the time. It's simple shit. Show him that you're there, right? If you like this guy, right? And this is just with me. This is how we people around, right? And she is saying, "Good morning." The first thing she get up before she even brush her teeth. She's telling you good morning. I'll take this as a good morning. I hope you have a good day. Cool. Now that tells me, okay, damn, before she even posts, because, you guys are wired just to jump on Instagram and TikTok and shit. Yeah. Before she even do that, like, she's telling me that, damn, she thought about me. Cool. That's free right there. She's hitting me up, when she's out and about, if we have that type of relationship, I'm at the store. Do you need anything? Or I noticed that you was running when I was at your house, or I noticed that you're doing, you about to go work 16, 18 hours. I'm going to go get you a smoothie because I know you like smoothies. Okay. Boom. That's right there. That's fucking checking out the box. And she's always trying to make sure she's fucking sexy. Even in the house, we ain't talking about all made up and shit. I'm talking about I'm just talking about like this. So if you, I come over, and you could just be in your pajamas, but like you looking sexy in your pajamas. You know what I'm saying? I don't even care about you doing your hair and shit like that. But like if you have sex appeal, because like for me, like I like a girl in some pants, nice shirt. That's more sexy because I could envision what I want to do. If I'm already seeing what I could do, that means that everybody's seeing that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. So she wearing like those, it's summer in Vegas, it's about 120. She wearing those ass tight shorts and shit. You know what I'm saying? Tank top. I mean, that's for everybody see that. It's cool. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? What are you doing to stand out? That's a regular degler. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody's sexy.
Yeah. If we go out and you just looking like sexy. You got the heels on, you know what I'm saying? Some nice pants, you know what I'm saying? Some that fits your body or whatever. And like you let it know, you smell good, and you let it know that you that bitch. But you with me, nobody else could even have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? You polite, but you fucking, you know, you mean at the same time and shit. Oh yeah, that's gonna turn us on even more. You know what I'm saying? But if we know that you for everybody, we're gonna teach you as such.
I guess.
I mean, but is that hard? All that shit is free, right?
I don't know. Maybe it's subjective because I know all guys probably don't think like that.
No, we do.
Okay.
We do.
Yeah, except the ones that's like overly horny and shit. That's not, you know what I'm saying? Like they you know, they just trying to fuck. Like, I mean, but if I wanted to fuck you, I'm just gonna let you know. I just want to fuck you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think I'm very straightforward. I let a woman know. Like, if I'm talking to X, Y, and Z, I'm talking to 2 girls. I'm talking to 3 girls. This is what I want. I even drop them some little nuggets, some hits, shit. Yeah. And you know, if they up for the challenge, cool.
I don't like that though, because I think some women, and I'm not bashing women, but I think some women, like, they know what to do to have a man, right? And get a man. Like, oh, I know that I have to be nurturing and loving and be the submissive woman and, you know, keep myself up or whatever the case may be. But I think, like, sometimes you can have an agenda. Like, I think women will do their research and, you know, see what they like. And they're not even the woman for them, though. Like, I don't think that's fair at all.
What's not fair? That
some women have an agenda. Like, they can research him, what he likes, the type of women he wants. And you could do all of this just by going on someone's Instagram and viewing their stories and their memes, whatever they post. And boom, they got that man, like, locked. The man, they reeled him in, basically. And that happens all the time, Yeah, and, like, I don't think that's fair. I think that, you know, everybody should just be themselves rather than...
That is true. Everything should be organic. Study a person
and because you're saying you like all these things, right? And all men...
I don't really like too many things, but yeah, I got you. Yeah.
But if I were to study you and I'd be like, oh, okay, I'm not doing it because I want to be with you. I'm doing it because maybe I have some kind of agenda. Like, I know you have a good job. I know you have money. Like, maybe that's why I'm doing that. So you're thinking, oh, I have a nice woman who's nurturing and loving. And, you know, she likes me. She's doing all these little small things, but...
Okay, I say this to say that. I agree with you. I'm not disagreeing with you at all. But guess what? Me, personally, and this is just me, I'm going to get what I need out of you regardless of the fact. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you can have some type of agenda or whatever, but I'm going to get what I need.
I mean, yeah, I guess that is
because
true.
Because for me, like, I like traveling. I like being out. No matter when anytime I'm out, 85% of the time, 85% of the time I'm with somebody when I'm out. You know what I'm saying? I could take, like I said before, I could take a prostitute out.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But it's not about me taking that person out. It's about the memories that we create when we're out. So I'm not going to create memories with a prostitute, obviously, right? But the person that I'm with, if I take her out on a trip with me, and we're going to create a lot of memories it's always going to be in the back of your head. I'm going to make sure it's alive, right? So if let me catch game, peep game, then guess what? Cool. We gonna play this game. I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
I read it. I could read real good. You know what I'm saying? I read it. I see it. And then, okay, cool.
Yeah.
You're going to keep on bringing me peace. And, but when you start seeing me pull back and, and I tell you, it ain't working. Don't be mad.
Yeah. Or maybe I was just being a hater. I don't know.
No, that wasn't a hater because, like, a lot of girls do have agendas, but, like, I've been around a lot of women all my life, so I understand that majority of women have an agenda, and majority of women, they have a lot of niggas. They have a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm aware of it. Even if they're not talking to all these guys, they have options. And I'm not. So that's why I got to be the best me. You know what I'm saying?
And most of us, we can peep game immediately. Like when we go on cruises, we tell people that we in the league, right?
Yeah.
We just messing around with them.
Yeah.
So most women, they look at us like think that we something anyway. So even if they didn't have an agenda right when they first met us, immediately they thinking, oh, how can we get in with this? You know what I mean? Right. So we can peep what's genuine and what's not immediately. You know what I mean? So like, that's why I say it's like you have to have a certain type of time, you know, with that person.
Yeah.
And like it has to be 1000% genuine, authentic. Because if it's not, I'm gonna be able to tell. Like if you already got attitude all the time, or you just, I can tell that you faking it. Like you're not genuine. Like we can look in your eyes, and say, okay, it's not going down tonight.
I'll look into a motherfucker's
I guess you
soul.
can feel it. Yeah.
I'll look into a motherfucker's soul, stare them down to death.
Best believe you're gonna be blizzard.
Yeah.
On everything.
So a lot of women got a cold soul, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You look them in the eyes and shit, you look them into their soul and shit, that shit is dark. You don't see shit behind those eyes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
It's just a wall.
Yeah.
You're scaring me now.
Y'all scaring us.
We've been scared.
We doing tiptoeing.
Okay, so would you guys ever have this is a question. Would you guys ever have a poly relationship? A poly relationship.
Polygamy?
You know what that is?
Like when there's one man and like sister wives and all in the house.
If God said it was cool, I mean, no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I said if God said it was cool.
He didn't.
Nah, definitely not. I wouldn't.
Well, some people's God said it's cool.
Some people's God.
There's somebody's false God, but
I don't judge.
Yeah, it's neither here or there.
Yeah, so for me, it's been a thought, especially, you know, I don't know why I keep bringing up my age, but as I've gotten older, like I've thought about just having a man.
Being a sister wife?
And being a sister wife. Mm-hmm. And not actually like, because I know there's women who, you know, mess around with each other. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't want to mess around with a girl. I actually want my own place. Like, I don't want to share a home and be in
I know somebody like that. Like, they all know about each other. They're all sisters. Like, so they'll go to like events together.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or like sometimes he'll like take like, okay, I'm taking her to this concert, I'm taking her to that. But you know what I'm saying? That way it won't look odd and shit.
Yeah.
But or they have their separate date nights, but they have, you know, group things where they do shit too, but they all know about each other. So it's not like he's playing them because they all know about each other and they all help take care of each other, but none of them mess around.
Right.
They're just his wives, his sister wives and shit.
It'll be cool to have
like
women
like that
wives. Too. Yeah, but nah.
Yeah. And I mean, if he doesn't look good, then most likely it's going to be for the income.
Yeah.
Why I'm there. Like a business relationship.
Yeah.
And he would know that too. Like
I think that most relationships are business.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
nowadays.
Especially nowadays. Because if you look at why people are together and why they haven't broken up, they're only haven't broken up because they either they're intertwined some kind of way. They got kids together. They don't want to separate that. They got a lot of debt together where they don't want to break that apart. Or they've been together and they don't want to start over. Mm-hmm. You know, I know a woman that was together with this guy for 15 years. Like, she don't really know how to date. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was with one other guy before him, and then like they was together for 15 years.
Yeah.
And like she don't want to start all over.
Yeah.
You know?
That sounds like me.
That's crazy.
What about you? You was in some...
Yeah, I was in a relationship. The one I was in that I just got out of for 14 years. And before that, I was with someone for like in my teenage years. And now I feel like it's gotten harder, like to meet people and, you know, actually like know they're genuine. And everybody that I've been meeting has been like younger than me, like 20s, 24. So it's like...
Listen. Get in when you fit in. You know
I've tried it multiple times and like it's just not me. Like, I have a grown son. I don't want to have two grown sons.
Oh, get one of his friends. Yeah, you good.
No.
Yeah, why not?
No.
Come on, you might like it.
No.
Yeah, I know one of his best friends is coming over to the house. I already know.
No.
Just go ahead, just do it, bite the bullet, have you some fun.
And one of them, like, they just kept asking me for money. So I'm like, I'm only, at the time.
The younger guy?
Yeah.
Damn. So he thought you was a sugar mama.
I guess so, because I'm like, I'm only 35. How can I be a sugar mama at 35? Like, you know?
You'll be surprised.
I don't know, like, how that's even possible. But I guess nowadays, if you're older than the person, like, you're considered a sugar mama, basically. Yeah. But, yeah, I was paying for things. Like, I would get him something to eat, or he'll, like, text me and be like, hey, can you grab me some Jack in the Box, and I'm like, okay,
So he lives in Vegas?
Yeah.
Sound homeless.
He thought you was just sugar mama / like he thought he was pimping. He's like, yeah, I got this.
Yeah. And then I talked to somebody, on Instagram, and he was young too. And first thing he said was like, oh, can you give me $40? And I'm like, $40?
First
like,
thing he said?
$40.
Not the first thing, but like, after a conversation or two, he was like, hey, can you,
That is nuts.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
For a haircut.
Oh,
so I'm like, oh, okay, yeah.
How young is he?
I think he's like 20. I think he's 24 too. Yeah.
That's crazy.
When I was 24, I never asked for no shit like that. Like I had a girl paying my insurance. That's because like I'll tell her no and she'll be like, yeah. But other than that, like I never asked a woman for anything. If anything, I'd be like, go get a tip, get the tip. We're gonna pay for dinner, but like I don't really carry cash on me like that. So have some cash for the tip for the waiter. That's it.
Yeah. Right. So I know like dating young is not for me either. Like I don't want to be those women who, have to rely on like a younger guy to be in the house or around, because they can't get anybody else. Like
that's wild.
Yeah.
You 35, you still young. So
yeah.
Well, I'm 36 now.
Oh dang! You sold us 35. That's crazy.
No, I was.
She was 35.
Yeah. 2 minutes. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot. I mean, your presence on the way.
Yeah,
that's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
You're surprised. Next podcast.
So, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's real crazy.
But back to the polygamy. Yeah, it's still with me. Like I still have that mindset when it comes to polygamy.
I used to want to when I was like a kid, when I was younger. Like I didn't know it was like, polygamy and shit. I
never wanted that when I was younger.
When I was a kid, I'm talking about like a kid, like an adolescent and shit. Like I used to like be playing with my cards and be like, okay, I'm gonna have 3 girlfriends. Shit like that, yeah. And so like as I got older, like when I was like 18, 19, I was 20 and I had 3 girls and like 2 of them was down for it. You know what I'm saying? But the one I liked the most wasn't down for it.
Yeah.
And so I was like, fuck it. I just had both of them. Like I ain't trying to pimp no girls or anything like that. But I was definitely down for it. I mean, I think it depends on where I'm at in my life. Women are hard, you know what I'm saying? Women are time consuming, women are expensive. Even if they're not doing nothing, they're still expensive. So having 3 or whatever, that's expensive. That's an expensive game to have. You know what I'm saying? I rather just like, I think I'm attracted to a Gemini's because that's all I ever really really been in a relationship to it and shit. And they have just being with a Gemini, they have like more than one personality. No offense, they have more than one personality.
I don't agree, but
so I'd rather just play with those personalities. But I mean, if it was like that perfect situation. Probably so. I don't know. Crazy. But like I'm not even into threesomes no more. So
hey, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. I've never had a threesome. Don't want to. I don't even know how you guys do it. Like it's
a lot of work. Weird. But the first 2 wasn't me. Like I never asked for it. They brought it to me. I'm like, I ain't no punk. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. I'll do it. Yeah, hell yeah. But it's a lot of work.
You got jumped in? That's what happened?
Something like that. The first one was terrible. Second one was solid. Third one was like, no, the second one was Third one was solid.
Oh, that's too much. Like I like to focus on one person at a time. Like
me in my life now, that's how it is now.
Yeah.
Like I like to focus on her. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now I focus on they. No.
I don't even want to be single. I don't even want to have one girl. I can't even imagine having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different
at one
girls
time.
Yeah.
At one time. Like that's crazy.
It takes a lot of stamina too.
Yeah. Like I'm single. It take a lot of work just to talk to all these people. So that's a lot.
It's a headache.
Yeah.
Trying because like me, I'm not gonna say I'm a perfectionist, but like I'm one of those people that aim to please them with like most of the shit that I do. So like if I'm focused on her, I'm trying to learn all her spots and stuff like that and learn what really turns her on. And I got this other one and it's like now I gotta try to,
Yeah, you running a business at that point.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, if that's your fantasy, kudos to you. All right, I got this one last question and then we'll get the fuck out of here. We'll talk. I'll leave that for another podcast. Talk about the fountain of you. Damn, son.
They send you questions live?
Hey, man, they send me a lot of questions. Okay. All right, so since we're in these topics, so at the end of the game is always a big picture, right? Like dating in a relationship is always a big picture. So would you take the sacrifice? So won't compromise the big picture, or would you not sacrifice things and just end things because you don't care about the big picture?
I say if we gonna be in it to win it, like getting married, then the big picture we ain't sacrificing.
So would you take a sacrifice of like okay, the meme that they sent me, and then they sent the question, but like I got kind of said so it makes sense. They sent me. It was this woman with. No, it was this woman. She was dating this guy with kids.
Yeah,
and she had kids.
Yeah.
He only wanted to take the biological kids out somewhere, but he didn't want to take the step kids out.
Was it like the trip or the graduation? It was like a graduation. He only wanted to take his son on the trip because he wanted to spend time with him. But he didn't want to take the stepkids.
And were they married or what? Or just
let's say they were married. Okay, would you? Or let's say they were dating. They were seriously dating. They've been dating for like 10 years. Let's say that.
That's crazy. 10 years. Dating.
Okay, let's say 5 years.
That's still crazy.
I know. Okay,
you gotta wait for that.
Yeah, let's go with 5 years. And he wanted to take the biological kids, but not the the stepkids. What is your thoughts on that?
I feel like that's kind of messed up. If you dating for 5 years, you should already know this baggage. These other kids are coming. At that point, you don't know. Are already adopted them other kids.
Oh yeah, it was that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you might as well just take it.
They were in the same grade. So
yeah, I can understand if it was like, let's say I had a son, a daughter, and another daughter, right? With my son's graduating, and then she had like a son, a daughter, another daughter, right? And it's the one son that's graduating. We're gonna take him on the trip. Okay, that's one thing. It's his graduation. Everybody else will need to go. But I'm taking my kids. I feel like that's pretty messed up. You know what I mean? Like I don't care about your kids. Like
how you feel about that?
I feel like we can all go on the trip. If you want to spend time with your biological child, you can. Like just if you want to go to a different part of the island or whatever, go ahead, feel free. But we're still all going as a family. We're a unit. So
man, no, I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
I mean, it makes sense.
Like, for me, like, if I get that's the thing when I talk about single moms and stuff like that or whatever. If I get with her knowing that she has kids, I'm accepting those kids as my kids. So even if they got bad, but like I said, it's some fucking law and order in this motherfucking. Like I would never put my hand on nobody else's kids. I would discipline them. And at the same time, I'm gonna let their daddy know if their daddy's in the picture or their daddies, but I'm not, doing it. Hey, this is the rules. You know what I'm saying? If I'm taking care of your kids, which is my kids now because we're cohabitating together, then I'm disciplining them. But at the same time, like I'm gonna take care of them. They're looked at as mine. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm not gonna be like these are my stepkids, no, these are my kids. Even if I'm not because even like the kids that I dealt with in the past, like I still look at them as my kids. It's just that like I'm not with their mama no more. But if I see them in the street, if I'm seeing them or whatever the case is, if I see them, period, I'm gonna make sure they straight. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, yeah, like if it like I have my son, and if the woman let's say she had 2-3 kids or whatever, well, I guess I got 4 kids I'm taking on this trip, right? Yeah. But obviously I'm gonna have some stuff for him. It's like the kids I coach. Obviously I'm gonna have some stuff for my son because this is his moment. Obviously I'm gonna have, he's gonna have some shit set aside, or I'm gonna do something special for him. But at the same time, like for example, like my son's brother, like I don't fully take care of him. But like when I buy my son's school shoes, I buy the brother's school shoes. When I buy my son's school supplies, I buy his brother's school supplies. Not my kid, but I was never really, a situation. But at the same time, when kids is involved, I don't care how old they are. Like I'm going to look at them like a certain way. I'm not going to do one for for the other. And I teach my son like that too. Like if you get into a situation, do for everybody, just don't do for one. Right. Unless it's like that, it's like so I'll take my son certain places. I'm not taking his brother, obviously, but like if I'm with somebody, I'm going to take those kids too.
I like that. Yeah. And it's almost like my bad, but it's almost like the McDonald's situation. I think like a stepdaddy, he's dropping off his kid, right? And to the baby mama, and the baby mama had like, of course, like 4 different baby daddies and 4 different kids, whatever. And he only gave his kid McDonald's to go into the house, whatever. And the baby mama come out and was like, how come you didn't get everybody else McDonald's? Well, they made my kids.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, that's the thing. Like, I'm not involved, like you said, I'm not involved with those kids. You know what I'm saying? I got love for them kids. I don't nothing bad happen to them, but those ain't my kids.
And as the mother, you should have, if you see that the daddy who's not even in the home, bringing his kid something, doing something for the child, you can go out and go buy the rest of the kids some meals.
You could do that, but if you're not involved, it's like you don't need to do that. But if you do have kind of heart, okay, you solid dude. Yeah. But if it's like, all right, we involved for 5 years and we all going, like, we've been in a relationship and I know these kids live with me, okay, you're going on a trip, that's different. Yeah. But if it's just, I'm just dropping off my kid and your kids there, I don't.
But honestly, do with your kids. That man in that particular situation, he didn't look like he, was even fit to have that much McDonald's money.
That's crazy.
I'm just saying.
But guess what? Like I said, if I'm dealing with somebody and I'm aware, like I made the conscious decision to fuck with her and knowing that she has children, okay, well, I don't give a fuck how good their dad is. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm still going to have to accept them as mine. That's why I say there's a fine line between dating women with kids, like on the last podcast that we were talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because like, here's the logic, how we look at it. This is why it's a little bit harder for us because, like, when we look at kids, like, if you a solid dude, like, you're going to love those kids and take care of those kids forever, no matter what. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? For example, like my grandfather, like, even though him and my grandma got a divorce, he still looked like at my mom, my fucking uncle, and, my aunt, his mama. Like, like, those is his kids.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Big Daddy, yeah.
And so he never singled shit out. And that's the same thing with like me. I don't give a fuck how mad I am at the mom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even if I buy something for my son, I'm gonna send my son in with an extra taco or burger for his brother or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. I feel like you consciously knew the situation, and if you stop picking single moms. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's the case, you consciously knew the situation. Those kids fuck with those kids like they're yours. You know what I'm saying?
And we can go back to the Big Daddy situation because it's like we locked in with that family forever now with Auntie Jewel, Uncle Jason, everything like that. You know what I'm saying? We locked in for them forever. So it's like the type of man you are, that can go generations. So it's like, is your family going to be locked in like with his kids? Did you just take that one kid on the trip and now they going to spite him forever? You know what I mean? So it's like Big Daddy never did that. He took care of everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even like the last girl I was dating, like whenever I did, I'm not even boasting about it or whatever. Like, whenever I did something to me and her son was pretty close, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll make sure you're straight. If I was coming to her house with my son or whatever, like, I'm going to make sure both of them are straight. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm coming over with food for the mom, I'm coming over with food for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how it is. If I'm buying his mom snacks, I'm buying her snack. I mean, him snacks, whatever the case may be. And that's that, So I feel like it's a fine line. It's a sticky situation. But at the end of the day, like, as men, we had to, use discernment and, what I'm saying, because it's not just about the mom or, it's about the kids too, So, yeah, you knew what you was doing when you wanted to slide up in that hole, you know what I'm saying? So,
Why she gotta be a hoe, though?
No, in the hole, have sex with her.
I feel like you're going to be involved. You got to involve everybody, you know what I'm saying? That's the more of the story.
And then, like I say, but dating the mom was... You got to know your lane. Like, if you get with somebody that has kids, you got to know your lane. Pick your poison, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's a rich man's game. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just like dealing with multiple women. That is a rich man's game. I don't care what nobody says. If you get benefits from these women, that is a rich man's game. Like, that's a rich hobby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because
that's why I don't judge men. If they say they don't want a female with kids, like, more power to you.
Mm-hmm.
I tell people all the time, I say, hey, single parents, damaged goods. Don't date it myself. Don't date me. But girls still come after me. I'll be telling a girl, I got a kid. But I'm mom or daddy, and I'll be with her all the time. Don't date me. They just keep coming. So it's like,
if you want to date, I say this every podcast, if you want, man, before you start dating or whatever, work on yourself first. Be the ultimate guy first, because like, at the end of the day, you judge off of a certain amount of things. I'm not about to go into detail because we're about to wrap. But, build you first. And I say this is hindsight fucking looking in because I've been here before. build yourself and everything else follows. Now, I'm not saying, if you want to, do the Humpty Hump and shit, but have clear intentions, build yourself up first, and then everything else will follow. I guarantee it. If I would have done that, I would have probably been way, 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 bigger. But I was, chasing ass, you know what I'm saying? Luckily, I just always been ambitious. An ambitious man chasing ass, but it's a rich man's game.
Trying to get to you in that booty.
You know what I'm saying? And on that note, we out. So, he don't got it.
Whatever. Yeah, I'm working on
your Instagram.
At Dose of Marina. That's my Instagram.
Yeah, follow her. Follow Elevator One. Run the numbers up.
Yeah.
And we out.